Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Control. Hopefully, I've got the audio balance fixed up a little bit. The dialogue should be a fair amount louder now. We'll see how things actually work out in practice though. Alright, let's get to watering the plants. Listen, we got a lot of important stuff to do, you know, obviously somebody's got to save the bureau or whatever, but also janitorial. You know, this stuff matters.
Doesn't that feel better?
Wow, that does look a lot better. Okay, so there's a bunch of plants in the operations corridor. It looks like probably 3. Do you count? You are a plant. Doesn't seem like anything's happening, though. I mean, I'm assuming this is a plant. Maybe it's plastic. Maybe it's fake. Is a plastic plant still a plant? Does that count? Let's not get too deep into this. We could be here all day. You know, it might be a good idea for me to find the power thing and then try to do this. Because wouldn't our lives be easier if we could see? Although, I mean, like, we're in the operations room proper now, right? Like, this is not the corridor. So we still have a lot of outlets that desperately want power bricks. Not a lot of power bricks for them. Alright, you know what? That was not... I meant to drop that in sort of a more gentle kind of way. It's fine. The Shadow. I hear that guy knows. Paranatural entity A010, aka the Shadow, is an aggressive, spooky guy consisting of 3 known types. Oh no, it's not a guy, it's guys. Type A, localized manifestations of sentient darkness capable of occupying organic and inorganic material, as well as exerting control. That's a lot of space for the word control. Maybe it's spelled out really slowly. Control over its surroundings. Type B, shaded individuals, human bodies possessed by the Shadow. These individuals become notably more aggressive, but do seem to retain some remnant of their previous selves. Research is ongoing as to whether this condition is reversible. In Alan Wake, we just shot them all, right? Like, we definitely just killed a lot of them. And Type C, shaded objects, similar to Type B, except that inanimate objects are something animated, I guess, solely to be used as destructive tools. Each type seems to work toward a shared goal, possibly targeting certain individuals. The threat this entity poses warrants immediate exploration of offensive and defensive measures. I mean, flashlights, basically, right? Like, it seems like we got this under control already. Also, just like daytime in general seems like a pretty effective strategy.
My understanding of the darkness is fragmented, incomplete. This abyss, this void, it very much does not wish to be understood. If light symbolizes knowledge, then it stands to reason that darkness would equate to ignorance. By its very nature, it abhors comprehension. Of course, my own nature drives me to comprehend all. We are opposing forces, destined to collide. And given this conflict of natures, we know that the light of truth will burn away the darkness, both figuratively and literally. Any significant light source can be used as protection, even weaponry, against this metaphysical gloom. And then there are the artists. I know for a fact that Tom, Wake, the Anderson brothers, and Lane all had some involvement with the darkness. The question is whether their uncanny ability to affect reality through their art beckons the darkness, or did their work perhaps even create it? With Wake now secure in my lodge, I expect I shall grow closer to learning the answers to these questions. Assuming he cooperates, which is proving quite the challenge. Well, perseverance is the foundation of knowledge. Speaking of, I must be off on my rounds.
Hartman has a hell of an opinion of himself. Also, is that the same voice actor? It doesn't sound the same to me. The Eagle Limited, AWE 44. A train derailment resulting in 62 casualties and numerous injuries was suspected to have been the work of a para-criminal group known as the Blessed, right? Am I remembering correctly? I know it's only been a day, but, you know, my brain. As a result of this event, the agents discovered that one of the cars had become altered with a persistent auditory event. It remains to be determined whether the AWE was spontaneous or the direct result of the sabotage. The Bureau had been tracking said group at the time, and intel gathered suggested an event of this caliber was imminent in Bloomington. As a result, a response team on site was able to respond to the train accident site within minutes of its occurrence. They arrived to find emergency processes underway, but also equipment left behind by the suspected group. A suspicious onlooker managed to elude agents after they attempted to make contact. Further investigation of the accident site revealed a curiously undamaged train car that exhibited an altered state when entered. The individual car was secured and transported to the investigation sector for further studies. I feel like... Did we read something about a train car before? Like in the main game, there's a section underneath the building where there are train tracks. I guess what does underneath the building mean in the context of the oldest house? But you know what I'm saying. There was a place. I should probably grab my light. It's probably a good idea to have this with us. Yeah. It is a little silly that I'm not allowed to interact. Like, look, both my hands are free. Why am I not allowed to interact with objects? I'm just making sure. I'm hearing spooky noises, but also me levitating stuff makes spooky noises, so... Alright. I'm gonna put you down for a second. Please don't go anywhere. Alright, so is this gonna let me turn on the lights? Oh, okay. Well, listen, hiss I can deal with. I'm not afraid of hiss. Oh, right, I did break the glass up here, didn't I? I want to use my new grenade launcher on them. Nope, they're very evasive. This might turn out to be more of a pistol type problem, or, you know, a throwing stuff at them type problem. That was pretty cool, although I have to admit to being a little disappointed by the degree to which that did not completely destroy that guy's head. I was kind of hoping to get a little bit more blast damage on him than that. Alright, let's just throw something. He can only dodge so much. And it turns out bullets are harder to dodge than grenades. Who would have thought? Alright, that's enough out of you. At this point in the game, we're very leveled up. And just in general quite powerful. I'm not too concerned about random enemies. Are we good? Oh. Did I see one? Ah, there he is. Wow. 2 grenades placed directly on him. You would expect that to have a little bit more of an effect. Hey there, how you doing? Well, listen, we got good medical. We can probably take care of that skin condition. I wouldn't stress about it. It's only going to make the condition worse. Alright, well, I guess now that the lights are on, I should probably actually look around down here. Alright, we definitely listened to that already. This place has seen better days. It's almost like someone, foolishly, indiscriminately, just fired a grenade launcher down here a whole bunch of times. Alright, you know what? We'll get to it. Hold on. I know that that's the direction that, like, the mission wants us to go. But I'm just gonna real quick head back into the operations corridor, what I think is the operations corridor, you know, before the operations room. And we're just gonna see if... I wonder if there were plants... Oh, there's one right here, apparently.
Welcome back to the land of the living, little buddy.
So maybe it is just this tiny little hallway? Where else would there be one more plant? Also, how did I not... I mean, it was real dark. Ah, here we are. Okay, the fact that that's the middle objective makes me... no, I guess we're fine to just move on. This is something we'll accomplish in pieces over the course of the DLC, I guess. So what were my other ATI-related missions? Let's see here. Eradicate the mold, eradicate the mold, eradicate the mold, eliminate the dark... Okay, well... That's not really all that helpful. Investigations, loading bay... Alright, I'm not going to stress too much about this. Clearly, we are going to need access to more parts of the place. Can I switch this back off and reclaim the... No, I cannot. Alright, we'll have to find another power brick for the other room. That sure does look like important math. Good job, everyone. Carry on. They'll probably just give me a new light, right? Oh, hey, I didn't clear out our inventory. I knew I was forgetting something. Well, it probably doesn't matter. Alright, active investigations is where I would expect all of the really juicy stuff is going to be. Trying to make sure. Wait a second. Is this... No, that's just trench. You know, in the outline in the dark, it sort of looked like it could be one of those pictures of a broken wall.
I don't feel right.
Maybe I should have brought my light.
Something in this darkness is draining me.
Okay. So... That's not great. We have... another power socket over here. Doesn't look like there are any actual power bricks around, though. Well, hopefully we can find some upstairs. Does the spooky darkness get into the elevator?
Shit.
Oh, yep,
Now
it sure does.
What is that?
Come on, elevator, time to go.
Wow.
So you don't like the light? Can use that.
That is a legitimately creepy enemy. They've done a good job here. Alright, my guess is that shooting it is going to turn out not to be very useful. Yeah. That one. We know there's another one up here. Not getting a targeting indicator. There we go. Okay, one more over there. Thought I saw movement. I don't know why my response to that would have been anything other than, well, then we better go get the lights on right now. Okay, yeah, that thing's real creepy. Holy. Ooh. I was just kind of curious if I could go into the darkness a little bit, and the answer is no, not really. No, it's a bad idea. can't get a clean target on it. That's not what I wanted. That's fine. Maybe I should have figured out what that was going to do before pressing it.
Yeah, how do you like that?
I feel like just driving it into the vents in the sector that we're going to have to now walk around is maybe not the best plan, actually, in the long term. I have negative feelings about this thing that just happened. Man, they did a real good job of crafting a thing that I extremely don't want to be anywhere near, though. Yes, let's talk about Hartman. This is not the correct thing. There we go. Dr. Emil Hartman is an academic psychotherapist that owned and operated a recovery center in Bright Falls, Washington, focused on the treatment of artists struggling with creative blocks and other mental disorders. Publicly, Dr. Hartman's treatment center seemed unremarkable in its methods and purpose. Privately, however, Dr. Hartman was abusing his patients in order to utilize any latent magic abilities they may possess with the aim of shaping reality to his own benefit, which has earned him a Class II paracriminal designation. Investigation has proven that Dr. Hartman's illegal endeavors were conducted alone. After being approached by the Bureau during the Alan Wake investigation, he displayed no remorse or intention to cease his actions. Dr. Hartman was taken into custody, evaluated, and released, having been deemed a negligible threat. Really? Is that how we feel? I would have urged for no release. Absolutely no release. Well, is this where he just went? Can I? Okay, yeah, I cannot go in there. That is exactly the kind of place where they might hide a thing, right?
Brian Hennerman, 21 years old, resident of Southern Texas.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I really don't understand why I'm here.
You know what you did, Mr. Hennerman.
I do?
Tell me about Delivery Disaster.
The movie? I mean, it wasn't very good.
That's not what your review said, but we'll come back to that. Tell me where you got the movie from.
Movie night with a K, not an N, not night like nighttime, but
Who contacted you? Who told you to review that film?
no one. I just did it because it looked obscure. I didn't even like the movie. I shouldn't have given such a high score, but reviewing obscure films makes you look smart. And I thought if I looked smart, I would get listeners. My podcast would take off, and I could move out of my parents' basement, and maybe even go to college and get a film degree like I've always wanted to. I swear. I swear, I swear, I swear.
Okay, the kid doesn't know shit. I'm ending the session.
Well, that's interesting. I'm real curious about... I would like to hear the rest of that story, please. As the director, I demand that I be allowed to hear the rest of that story. Also, poor Brian. I totally get where he's coming from. Hits a little too close to home, frankly. Vending machine procedure. Containment procedure none known. Testing in the investigation sector is currently ongoing. Is this the particular vending machine that we saw in the ocean view? Item generates and stores a variety of material, both edible and otherwise, in its rows of internal trays. Initial testing suggests the item reacts to the mind of the individual in closest proximity and will produce whatever they subconsciously desire. That's a tall order for a vending machine. Attempts to cause the item to create a living something have consistently failed. That's probably for the best. The item was discovered in a nursing home somewhere in Alberta after a resident named Muriel called a local news station about a magic vending machine. The news story reported that the nursing home staff was purposefully stocking the machine with distinctive food and objects as a way to raise resident spirits. Bureau response team encouraged this story while confiscating the item. I mean, it sure does look like the vending machine that we saw. I mean, the vending machine that we saw in the ocean view looks like the vending machines that are all around here. Maybe what we have actually learned is that it is in fact just one vending machine and it has been following us. So, I guess I just use the elevator now? I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing anything significant around here. Note, this screenplay was found after the Bureau acquired the Night Springs television series and all its past episode scripts. It appears to be written by Alan Wake as part of an application to become one of the show's writers. Over the Threshold Darkly by Alan... Yeah, that sure sounds like some Alan Wake. It is only human nature to wish to control the forces around us, and even more so to possess them. But what happens when those forces are not ours to claim, or even of this world? What if they are the things you can discover in Night Springs? So we're in a secret lab. The large sign on the wall reads, "The Federal Bureau of Night Springs." "I've told you several times, Director, it isn't ready." "It's ready when I say it's ready, Doctor." "But the being beyond the portal, we have no control over it." You know what I like about Ellen's writing is he just gets right to the point. No preamble, no setting the stage. Just what's the spooky thing we're talking about today? Let's just start talking about it. This whole place is so creepy. There's so many creepy noises all of the time. Alright, something significant. A shaded facet. It might be significant. I honestly have no idea if we need more. Now, this one's not turned on, and while I can levitate it around with my mind, what I cannot do is figure out a way to turn it on.
Arcade machines. Shim.
Oh.
Shim. Shoo. Whoa. Whatever.
Allows Jessie to play a variety of games derived from her own mind? Is that what that said? Well, why would I play Shum when Shum 2 is right here? Alright, fine. Sure. Well, this is really something. This is really something. The goal of crowd control is to survive. Okay. I like surviving. It's probably overkill. Yeah, I gotta say, until we can get some, like, upgrades on this, it feels like this is just way less good than using the pistol. Am I gonna have access to my normal health regen? Wow, tough dude. So it looks like no, you do not get any health regen. It's just going to be a matter of getting worn down over time. Come on. The seize prompt keeps appearing and then disappearing. I want very badly to seize. Oh, that's right. You don't get normal health regen over time. You pick up health elements. I remember how the video game works. It's been a minute, you know? Trying very hard not to accidentally kill him. I was kind of hoping it was going to be like a... You know, like a real minigame. I think I might have just friendly fired my dude over there. That feels like a big get, though, right? Damn it. I was trying to wait until I had gotten clear of our friend to throw that item, but I ended up just cracking him across the back of the head anyway. And again, I do a lot of friendly fire. That's my bad. Well, so far this has not been terribly difficult. One assumes that it will get difficult. And honestly, I feel like the combat in the game in general was pretty easy. With the exception of a particular boss fight or two. So it's kind of nice to have a real combat challenge. Boy, it is going to take a while to fill that bar, though, isn't it? Also, sadly, I have no like radar or anything, so when we get into a situation like this where the last enemies are behind stuff, I have no idea how to find them. I'm very pleased with myself for having caught that in time. I wonder if the rocket launcher guy is going to be effective at all against these shield dudes. Oh, there we go. Just trying really hard to get just a little bit of damage on him. Apparently we haven't hit the threshold yet. There we go. I do wish our seizes lasted longer. I think there's an upgrade for that. We could probably figure that out. Yep, again, it's a tiny little bit of friendly fire here and there. Here's the thing about telekinesis. It's actually way more difficult than it looks. Really? Is he not convertible? There we go. I sort of expected that the difficulty and complexity of these waves might ramp up over time. It kind of feels like it's just the same thing over and over again here. We're not seeing more difficult enemies or even really larger numbers of them, it feels like. Every once in a while, just the ragdolly physicsiness of it hits me all over again. It is a shame that the new weapon is not better, because I would like to have a good reason to use it. Probably the problem is that we're comparing like the most basic form of the new weapon to the very, very upgraded forms of the other weapons. Well, it does seem like the waves are differing from each other a little bit now, but to be perfectly honest with you, it kind of seems like they're going in the wrong direction. These waves are getting easier. The problem with using high accuracy weapons is that if you screw up and miss your enemies with them, everybody knows that it's your fault. Come on, there it is. Well, I did not mean to grab a dead body first thing. There's so much rubble and stuff around. Why would Jesse's first reaction be, yeah, I definitely have to take that corpse and just hover it right up next to my head? That's the world I want to live in. I guess I could be using our multi-throw more. Yeah, it's definitely effective. That's probably the mechanical lesson they're trying to teach us here, is that you should use the multi-throw. But I'm stubborn, and also slow to learn. Well, our little ally here doesn't seem to have any idea where they are either. We did it! We played the video game! But it wasn't even like a video game inside the video game. It's just the video game we were already playing. Which is a weird thing.
Whoa. Games are so realistic these days.
Okay. Alright, I'll give her that one. That's fun. What's Deadline? Is Deadline gonna be like the end of the main plot? Gonna walk around and clean up coffee cups? Eliminate 50 enemies without letting the timer run out. Okay. It's not letting me... Yeah, weird. It's not letting me throw, but it's also not letting me pick anything else up. I mean, if I don't get stuck unable to pick things up again, I feel like this is going to be pretty straightforward, right? Like 5 seconds per enemy. Most enemies do not take anywhere near that long to kill. Just really expecting that just to kill him. Ow. You know, Jesse's magic and everything. I'm not saying that it's not explainable, but it does seem a little silly how many bullets I can take. Oh god, I'm out of magic juice. Still kind of getting the hang of managing my resources in combat. It turns out you can't always be magically hurling objects at everyone. Boy, that did not give me back as much health as I was expecting. Come on, reload, reload, reload. Oh, never mind. Our friend has it. I know these guys are not capable of it. It's not a concern for them. But I do think that there's something very scary about the image of Jesse sort of limply floating around while indiscriminately firing a handgun. Okay, that's a missile launcher, and I definitely was not cautious enough. I am not practicing good being shot at with a rocket launcher safety right now. I have no idea how many we're at, by the way. Not keeping track at all. Oops, that's just 100% an ally. Oh, no, this one. There we go. Wow, I did not deal any damage to that guy at all. Apparently, if you ground pound on a surface that is not the one he's standing on, even if you're very, very close to him when you land, it doesn't do any damage. Well, you know what? We can absolutely get that, though. That said, maybe we'll come back, because it's probably not mission critical. I know your deal. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we're just going through the elevator. That thing is, it's just going to be waiting for us wherever we go. I really should have, like, made some kind of... Oh.
Jesus, don't scare me like that, Langston.
If you're talking right now, I can't hear you. It's a one-way system. Try to
That makes
find
sense.
an intercom.
Okay, I speak English. He doesn't have to be all condescending.
Langston, it's me, Jesse.
I know. I can see you on the monitors. The cameras in there haven't worked since we sealed that sector off a couple years back.
Let me guess. You sealed it because of the monster guy.
Wait, did you see Dr. Hartman? Jesus, I really wish you hadn't opened that fire break. Okay, listen, you need to find Hartman and kill him before he gets out into the Bureau.
That thing is a person?
He was a person. We brought him here to study after he was, altered in an AWE. I forget the medical word for what happened, but now light physically hurts him. Do you have a flashlight?
No.
A lantern? Headlamp? Oh, yeah, flare gun. Oh, Christmas lights. You could wrap them around your...
I don't have any of those, Langston.
Shit. Okay, well, I'm sure you'll think of something. I'll keep an eye on you from the panopticon. This is kind of exciting, right?
Maybe from where you're standing.
Right, okay. Well, break a leg. Oh, why did I say that?
Okay, this Hartman thing can't have gotten very far. Let's go flush him out. Langston was right. This is kind of exciting.
Nice to have someone to talk to, you know? Ever since I got put in charge of the Panopticon, people treat me different, like I'm crazy for wanting to work with altered items. People just don't understand the altered items like I do, you know? I don't want to brag, but it does take a very empathetic mind to connect with the items.
Doesn't want to brag. Right.
You know, I really appreciate, though, that there's a lot of reluctance in video game characters, a lot of acting put upon, a lot of, oh, no, now I have to step in. Like, I really appreciate the level of enthusiasm that a lot of the characters in Control show. I mean, we're probably going to have to deal with each of them in turn, right? Let's just start here. This is as good as anywhere. Also, most of the parts of the Bureau are pretty well lit, I feel like. So I don't know that there's a huge danger of Hartman getting out of here.
So anyway, still, I don't know why people are making it so personal. I mean, the teams in research handle paranatural materials every day, and no one thinks they're weird. Well, maybe that's not true. Darling is famous for being a bit out there, but when he's weird, it's charming. Altered items really aren't that frightening once you get to know them. If you figure out what they like or don't like, you know, what sets them off, then there's nothing to worry about. I guess at the end of the day, we're still just wild animals, scared of our own shadows. We're supposed to be on the same team, but sometimes it feels like it's every department for themselves, like it's a race, and we're all trying to be number one.
I wonder how many minutes of dialogue he has.
Darling is a mile ahead of everyone else. He was Trench's golden boy for years, but that relationship has gotten pretty tense, or so I've heard through the grapevine. Not that I spread rumors, just, you know, people talk. Not me, though. I keep my nose to the
People
ground.
certainly do talk.
Work to do to focus on the stay focused, so I can get my work and hold the feet up. I always make it home for me, so...
Well, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. Okay, you know what? Hold on. We're just gonna come back here for a second. And if they wanna come and get me, they can fly over here where it's easy for me to shoot them. Alright, that ought to make things a little bit easier. Did I actually get him, or did I break line of sight too early? I think I might have broken line of sight too early. Alright, shield up. Nope, friendly. This is a pretty weird sequence, all things considered. Like, it's just sort of, at this point, it sort of bounces right off of me when people are flying around and all this stuff. But actually... Hi! This is not safe for you. Also, someone just fell down off the ceiling onto me. Well, that's probably not a thing I should just stand there on. Okay. That was messy, but it could have gone a lot worse. Shield dodge efficiency. Nah, I don't care about this. Okay, well... I mean, this certainly looks like the part of the Bureau that I was talking about earlier, with the train car and the rotating platforms. Just making sure we're not missing anything here. So that would take us back to the transit bay. We came in there. This way is not even open. Alright. We'll just leave a nice supply of health elements here for later, you know, in case something should happen. Get out of the way. Okay. There we go. Oh, I wish I had a flashlight. Oh, I wish very much that I had a flashlight. I should never have put that light down. What was I thinking? It is kind of interesting for them to draw a direct parallel between Jesse and Alan Wake, though. Because, like, a huge part of what makes the Alan Wake combat feel like the Alan Wake combat is that Alan is small and weak, like a child. And clumsy, and just not a very athletic specimen. While Jesse is basically Superman. I can hear him. I can hear him stomping around. Aha! That is what I need. Get out of my way. There we go. You know, strangely, I don't feel that much better having this. It's still very creepy in here. Oh, right, I have to put stuff down to interact. Also, I just can't. I guess it's got to be powered first. That makes sense. So how do I get back there? Ah! You know, just give it one of these. No, that's not what I wanted. Pick this up and also that. Never put the light down ever again. That is the lesson I am learning. Except that you are frequently going to have to, because everything you do forces you to put the light down. I feel like they could just have it float nearby while we are doing other actions. This does not need to be this cumbersome. What is this?
I need a ranger sent to this location stat.
Oh, right. One of these. I feel like I shouldn't... I've basically just signed this guy's death warrant. I feel bad about that. Also, he came running through the direction that I think we need to go, which suggests that maybe it's safe in here, right? Ah, doesn't seem that safe. Come on. There we go. Is our dude dead? I think he died. Boy, that didn't take long. Oh, wait, are they healing? Is there one of those orbs around here? Oh, that didn't do anything that I wanted. Okay, well, the shield does protect you from the suicide explosion. So that's good to have confirmation of. There it is. This is not working. Right, now you get to keep me alive for a second. You know, honestly, it might be worth picking up increased melee effectiveness. Trying to get the thing to blow up so it'll drop some health. Yeah, this is not going all that well. There we go, there we go, there we go. So I'm assuming that the suiciders are infinite probably until we actually deal with, you know, the rest of the enemies. Whew, boy, remember that thing I was saying about how the combat in the game was never that difficult? This is a slightly more challenging combat scenario. I can't imagine it's going to be right to use the grenade launcher more because it does such poor damage. Maybe we should swap back to a different... Let's try using the grenade launcher a little bit. We'll give it a shot. Also, I am totally gonna call another ranger in, despite the fact that I just said I felt bad about it.
Ranger to my position.
Reinforcements are here.
Okay, try to shoot the enemies this time. So I don't want to tell you how to do your job or anything, but... Right, these guys are just gonna dodge this.
Pin them down.
Boy, I am not doing a good job of shooting the enemies. If we don't let our buddy get immediately detonated by grenades, it seems like he sticks around a little bit more. Living grenades. Seems like he sticks around and actually does a little bit of damage. Okay, that guy did not drop as much health as I was hoping he would. Alright. Oh god, stop it. Okay, go blow something else up. I cannot even tell what is happening. I'm in a tremendous amount of pain. Okay, everything's fine. Okay, just keep seizing everything, make them fight each other. This does seem to be going a lot better this time. Actually having some enemies captured while also having the healing orb captured definitely helps. Okay. Well, that was a real mess. Where was that little... There it is. Shield kills reload efficiency. Alright, hold on a second. That might actually be useful. Let's clear out a little space. So we picked up some stuff from the arcade game. Boy, what do I want to get rid of? Let's get rid of this, and I don't know, just a bunch of stuff that's level 3, right? We probably don't need level 3s. And then, yeah, that, why not? And probably this we could get rid of. Okay. We might actually use this thing. Alright, so... I guess get up on the bridge? That's it's a very alarming and stark color scheme for just a network disconnected message. It makes it seem like a lot more has gone wrong than actually has. Being up here does not seem to be providing any benefit at all. What is this on the wall? It is a thing that is broken. Is this just a dead end that we can come into to get into a big fight for no reason? That seems unlikely, right? What am I missing? So that's where we came in. Let me look at the map here. There should be... Oh, am I gonna have to... I might have to turn the bridge to get one of the doors to open. But obviously, we're gonna need a computer that actually does something. Right, is this the one that it looks like it's open on the map? No, this one. Oh, yeah. Actually, that looks like I might be able to just get in up there. Let me try something here. Okay. Oh, I actually am not allowed to go up any higher than this. I have hit the invisible... No, never mind. Huh. There we go. Well, that's hopefully the way that was intended to work. What is in this box? What could possibly be so important? Brain missing. Huh, you usually need that. To the good-for-nothings at the security check. I know you took a part of my brain when you put me through that metal detector. I'm not stupid. I know what they're really for. What I don't know is whether taking a part of my brain causes me to lose my memories or to lose sleep. I've been told if you lose sleep, you lose everything else, too. And that's where you trick us regular people. Now, I don't know which it is, and I can't remember what you did to me. But I can tell you all this much. I don't find this funny at all. I want my memories back. And you can be sure the next time I visit the Baltimore-Washington International Thurgood Marshall Airport, I will come and find you and make you fix what you broke. Sincerely, I don't think I will be signing this with my real name. Like I said, I'm not stupid. You can just mind your own business. So I'm very upset and I want the thing you took back, but also I'm not going to tell you who I am so that you could give it back, because that would be crazy.
Alright, Ati. Was this what you had in mind?
You know, the most important thing we could possibly do here is just be a good janitor. That's all this place really needs. Just somebody to keep things clean. And to occasionally murder all of the mold. I'm gonna leave that there, just in case I need another one later. I'm afraid that if I take it with me, I will just lose both of them simultaneously, because that sounds like me. It makes me very nervous that Jessie is always standing in the dark. I think it would maybe be good if she would carry the light slightly behind her. Shooter dodge efficiency, who needs it? It makes me a little nervous that they're giving us so many lights all the time. It has me very concerned that something is going to happen that is going to cause us to lose access to our light frequently. Okay, well that seems like a problem. Hold on, we'll be... Nope, I guess there's nowhere else to go. I was going to say we'll be back.
Shit.
Oh, no. F... I forgot about the mold monsters. Okay. Whew. Well, the good news is it seems to be well lit in here. So, you know, one problem at a time, I guess. Where did my light go? You know, I dropped it specifically so that it would not go missing instead of throwing it. And now it's just gone. And of course, stuff is always happening in the other parts of the bureau. Everything is constantly a catastrophe in this place. So the AC systems area was definitely part of one of our side quests. Yep, one of the clean up the mold things. Are we going to be able to fly up in here? Nope, that's still giving me the mold effect. I don't remember exactly how... I feel like we ran into a bunch of these rooms throughout the game where there was mold preventing us from coming in. And I feel like we eventually figured out how to deal with them, but I do not remember exactly what it was that I did. Ah, there's one. Do we just have to clear out all of the things and then the room will be traversable for us? So we're going to start taking damage if I go much further in, right? If I remember correctly. Oh, wait, that's... There we go. Maybe not. Maybe we're okay. I'm not 100% sure which parts of the mold I'm supposed to shoot. Yeah, no, apparently we're okay to just walk across the mold. I thought I remembered it being much more of a problem. Page 2 of Alan Wake's screenplay. The robust director shoves the nerd-like scientist aside and heads for the portal control panel. He slams the on button with a determined fist. You know, Alan Wake reserves the adjective robust for the characters that he really respects. The entire screen is filled with dangerous red. Then it fades away, and we see that the two men are in another dimension. The air ripples around them as if they were a 1983 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am sitting in the Texas sun after a 5-day road trip. The saddest part is that none of this would be reflected on screen. Alan Wake's descriptions are really the best part of his scripts. What have you done? You've doomed us! Control yourself, Doctor. Where's this beast of yours? Right there, sir. A horrible, shapeless, shifting entity fills the horizon. It can't be described. That's how horrible it is. Not great television, Alan. What a thing of beauty you've been keeping from me. This is where it turns out that the director is the same species as the monster, and he's just been looking for his lost mate this whole time. So did we clean this one out? Are we, quest log. Show me quest log. Yeah, no, that's what I thought. The bar is only mostly full, so there's at least one more. There we go. Alright, well, I'm trying. Bit by bit, we will clean this place up. So... Boy, there are a lot of outlets in here.
Did the Hartman thing do all this?
That is a lot of opened up people. So there are 4 things coming from this gate. Okay, I see how it works. Alright, so what can I do with just 2 blocks? Is there a gate that only has 2 cables coming out of it? Oh, there's a gate that only has 1, in fact. Alright, let me get one of those back. So let's see, that cable runs to right here. Alright, and then this one over here is going to only require 2, and it's going to give us our 3rd. That's not what I meant to do. Actually, never mind. That's fine. That totally works. And then that one. Is there anything else of value in here? Well, that's not good. Okay, so then we can do this one now. Okay, I need a box. And this cable runs like this to here. What? That is not the box I was looking at when I pressed the button. You know, sometimes the telekinetic lift seems to have a little bit of a mind of its own. And there's an outline that's supposed to go on things when you are targeting them for the lift, but it only actually accurately displays what you're going to pick up some of the time. Not even that much of the time. Okay, this one. Where is my other box? These 2 are right where they need to be. This guy is No, wait, this one's right. One of these two is wrong. It's this one. Hold on, now I'm getting all... I've already forgotten. Okay, follow the cable. It goes like this. There we go. For a person with a normal working memory, this would probably be really straightforward. Okay, wait, does this actually connect? Yeah, this totally does. It might just be all of the blue cables. Nope, see, that's another great example of it not grabbing the box I was looking at. Give me this. Okay. Yeah, it might be the case that we could just put them in all the blue cable boxes. I think there are only 4 blue cables. I'm trying to... There we go. Trying to get it to let me open this one up. You know, seized protection might actually be good for us. We really do rely on the seized quite a bit. So let's just trash... What's something we have a bunch of? These. So, seized speed up I think we really like. Launch cost down, energy up. I mean, honestly, given our fighting style, it's going to be hard not to want to stick to all of those. Okay, so we got everything here. Man, really? All that light puzzling for a couple of mods, huh? How do I get this open? Okay, here we go. So this one, and also... It does seem weird, right? Like a weirdly large amount of effort for, like, basically no reward.
Reminder, the law of 3 also applies to all faucets within the oldest house. Be mindful and don't cause any aquatic misconduct. Thank you for your attention.
What would happen if you just turned it on and then off? That seems very strange. Also, I don't want to crawl around in the service vents. This is how bad things happen to people. Oh, I really kind of thought that was gonna... Dashing through that didn't really, like, dislodge it exactly. It just kind of forced me through to the other side of it. Well, Hartman definitely ran up into the vents, so I don't care for this at all. Seems to be very confused. You know, this is why you install guardrails. A lot of different kinds of horrific psychic adversary just can't deal with them. This is why OSHA's always on about this stuff. Where am I relative to... Huh, okay. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm pretty much lost in the, lost in this backstage area and only able to move forward because the path presented to us is quite linear. But, you know, it's getting the job done. Alright, I think that is probably where we have to call it for today. I maybe encountered a little bit of hubris regarding my combat prowess, and the game has put us back in our place, probably for the best in the long term. When you come back next time, tomorrow, I absolutely, definitely for sure, will not die in combat. Promise. And we'll see you then.